Good morning. It is 10:40 a.m. in the a.m. October 30th, 2013. Just wanted to make a quick video. A lot of people have been making videos around here, and I want to say first off, Indiana is so well covered in the local market. We have a great local group on our on-air televisions around here. 13, 6, 8, 59. They all do a great job keeping us locally safe, and I never want you to watch me over them. Okay. We have a great private market. We have a lot of great amateurs like myself. The private market is full of degreed meteorologists. The amateur market, which is what I'm a part of, I am not degreed. Sorry to those who don't like. I've been getting nailed and yelled at for me bringing that up, but I feel like I have to bring up that I'm not degreed in this time of age when we have degreed meteorologists getting not so happy with people like me trying to attempt to do this. And the number one thing I don't want to do is cause hype. Well, I was accused of that last Saturday when I first started talking about this, and the reason why I first started talking about this last Saturday was when you have I don't like to solely go by modeling for weather. It gets you in trouble if you do what we call model hug. It gets you in trouble, but you gotta understand. You gotta recognize the actual pattern that sets up to actually cause these events. And I'm about 5% there in recognizing patterns. I'm not all the way there yet. Not even close. I've been blessed to learn from a lot of great people. I really have. There's a lot of great people in my life. Too many to mention, and I'll forget someone in this video. I'm not gonna name names, but you know who you are. So, and if anybody has faith in me, I thank you, but trust me, I've learned from some of the best around here. No, I want to get back to what I was talking about. The reason why I started talking about this last Saturday is because I saw the American modeling and the foreign modeling coming together. And it was coming together on a day I did not like, and that would be October 31st, which is when all of our children and all of our parents we're going to be outside their homes and trick-or-treating. I was like, wait a minute here. I don't like this, so I'm going to put something bad about this. And I immediately got labeled as a hyper. Didn't like it. Started a few arguments, but I don't want to deal with that kind of drama. So I went ahead and started talking about it for that specific reason. If it had not been October 31st, I would not be talking about it until today. That's the only reason I brought this up so early. I just want to make sure my friends and family are safe. Okay? And I'm glad to see many cities now changing their trick-or-treat times to Friday, because even if we don't get severe weather, and nothing's ever guaranteed, you guys should know this. Everybody who's watching this, you've got to understand, even if we have perfect parameters an hour before a severe weather event is supposed to start, if they don't all line up, if they don't all come together at just the right time in just the right area like they are supposed to, I'm quoting supposed to here tomorrow, it won't happen. You can draw a big X through all this. It won't happen, and all you're left with is a bunch of rain and thunder and wind, which is what I'm going to guarantee you tomorrow. There's two things I'm going to guarantee you tomorrow, folks. A, it is going to be windier than the dickens out here, okay? There's no way, we should have a wind advisory up by tonight for tomorrow here, okay? No way. There's no way we don't have one, in my eyes. 25, 35 mile per hour sustained, gusts 45, maybe higher. It is going to be terribly windy. That's non-thunderstorm. Okay, and then the rain. The rain that's coming is it's just going to be raining all day. Who wants to trick-or-treat out in that? Come on. Just move it. And a lot of these cities are doing the right thing. And I'm seeing a lot of people complaining. Why? Let's move it to Friday. It looks much better Friday, or even Saturday it looks much better. Let's move it to a weekend anyway so the kids can enjoy themselves, okay? So, with that said, let me go to Weather Bell real quick. And this is the simulated radar. I'm going to show you something after this that's pretty interesting. Here's our system coming, okay? This is overnight, tonight, right here. This is 0Z. This is the first wave, and my computer is running very slow. Look at all this slop coming, okay? This is kind of good. Here's the main stuff out here, but look at the slop we have to get through first to get through it. A lot of people are going to be fooled tomorrow. It's going to be raining. It's going to be nasty in the morning. It's just going to be a nasty, nasty day tomorrow. And then we have the main event come through. And the NAM is really messy right now. I got to say, I am not impressed. It's just messy. Messy, messy, messy. I mean, this just looks like a bunch of slop to me, but it's the ingredients that could potentially come together right in this area that have me nervous that a few of these storms could tap into and really cause some problems. But I will say this, Central Indiana from Hamilton County, Marion County status, I'm a little bit less concerned about severe, a little bit, okay? It's not totally out of the woods. Nothing's ever totally out of the woods in weather until a front's past you. So, and you can see right here, tomorrow, 21Z, which is in the afternoon, so the front's not past us yet, so not going to give the all clear, not even close, because I'm still very worried about Central Indiana, especially down here in this area. But anyway, you can see this is the simulated NAM. You can see the squall line starting to take shape, but it's having trouble getting its act together up here, and that may be because of these dynamics may not be coming together properly here. And I just talked to a good friend of mine, and I was looking at a run earlier, and I was like, these dynamics aren't quite matching up in this area, which needs to happen if tomorrow's going to go big. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to explain. I may try to explain it, but let's go ahead. You can see there's, it's just a sloppy mess. It's really not much. I don't know. I don't like the look of this really, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. But tomorrow, it's going to be more of a nowcast. We're going to have to see it. We're going to have to wait and see tomorrow how this stuff's going to line up and how the precept's going to form. And I'm really interested as we get into tomorrow morning to see how models like the HRRR, the high rapid refresh resolution, or I got those words mixed up, how it takes over. And because what those do, those are short-term high resolution models. They only show 15 hours out, and they are our go-tos for storm development, and they'll start coming into play later on tonight. So waiting for those to start coming into play before I start trying to figure out how this line's going to take shape and what kind of storms we're going to be talking about. So this is something I wanted to show you real quick. The reason why the wind tomorrow I think is going to be the biggest story here. I really do. Let's go forward here. Right there. Right there. You've got a 994 millibar low right there trying to form. This is our system right here. And remember, as the numbers go down, that means we're getting rapid deepening. But the faster they go down, that's called rapid intensification. And watch these numbers just start tanking. We're at hour 48. Okay, remember we were 1,000 millibars here in Oklahoma. Now it's down to 992. Look at this thing deepening. And it's doing what we call deepening as it goes up. And if we had cold air in behind this, which we don't with this storm, it's not sucking in cold air, there would be a heck of a blizzard going on right here. In Minnesota, Iowa, there would be a heck of, in the UP of Michigan, there would be a heck of a blizzard going right here if we had cold air in with the system. We just don't. So it really wasn't, just didn't suck it in. So look at that, 988, 983. But let's go back. Look at these isobaric pressure gradients right here. This, remember, I talked about this a long time ago. The closer they are, the windier it's going to be. It is just going to be something else here tomorrow, folks. It's going to be crazy. I mean, wind advisories almost have to certainly go up, I would say. I don't know why they're not up already. So be ready for those. But as you can see, it moves out, and Friday and Saturday looks good, and weekend looks actually pretty decent. Got another little shortwave trying to move in right here to cause some drama. But let's go to twister data, and I want to show you something really quick. No, not the EHIs. EHIs are irrelevant with this storm because they're non-existent, which makes me feel a little bit better that we won't have long and large track tornadoes on the ground. Let's go to what we call the 500 millibar heights. These are winds above, and when you get above 40 to 50 knots, you start seeing issues. We're talking 80 to 90 knots here, folks, and some of these winds could mix down. If they do, if they tap into some of these storms and mix down, we're talking gusts above 90 knots possible. Okay, but the problem we've seen with this latest suit of modeling that's coming out, my area that I've got targeted right here, some of these things aren't lining up. So if this lags behind, okay, say this lags behind, and then say let's go to shear, and if this lags behind and this stays right here, okay, now this is what we call helicity. Basically, throw some towels in your dryer, turn the dryer on at high. What do those towels do? They spin everywhere. They go different directions. They're going crazy in the dryer, right? This is what this is right here. This is what we call helicity. And anytime we chase, we're looking for helicity numbers above at least 250. We get excited at 250. Well, look at what this run last night had. Readings of 800 to 900 in this area. Even up here, 600. Look at this whole area. If all these ingredients clash together tomorrow, like they have the potential, I'm doing my quotes here, the potential of doing, this area from central Indiana south into western Kentucky is in deep trouble. If it comes together. There's never any guarantees in severe weather. Remember that. The only guarantee I'm going to give you tomorrow is A, it's going to rain a lot, B, it's going to be very windy. That's the only guarantee I'm going to give you tomorrow. And that's just straight up me talking. That's me. I don't screw around. Straight up truth right there. So, basically, that's all I want to go over today. People have been talking about CAPE, which is convective available potential energy. Right here on this run last night, we had some CAPE, and this is what's needed in the springtime. What you usually see, we're used to seeing CAPE of 3,000. This is what you get when you have sunshine come out. We're not going to have that tomorrow. This system is being run on a totally different type of dynamical scale than our normal springtime systems usually are. This system is being run on shear. Turning of the winds with height. That's all the system's being run on. If it didn't have the shear, we wouldn't have a system. It's the fact that the shear numbers are so gosh darn high is what's worrying a lot of us, okay? It's not the CAPE. Now, if the sunshine were to come out here tomorrow and everything was to line up, this would most likely be, I'm trying to say this without hyping or I'll get in trouble again. This would most likely be a very, very bad situation right here if the sunshine was to come out. But see, there's just no CAPE. So, I'm trying to keep this simple, but it's so hard to do this. I go over and over this all the time trying to keep it simple, and I just try. So, anyway, tomorrow, the threats from central Indiana. Let's go back to the Storm Prediction Center here. I think they're right on. This is the area. This is the area I'd watch too. This is the area. Right here in central Indiana. We could see severe weather. Don't think it'll be as bad as down here. Remember, down here, everything has to come together. If the 500 millibar winds stay out here, and the stronger helicities are out here, and our storms are right here, it's not going to happen. However, if all these things come together, like it potentially can right here, then it will happen. In places like Evansville, western Kentucky, southern Illinois, southeastern Missouri will be in trouble. So, we will watch. A lot of us are watching. You have no clue how in good a shape Indiana really is. Honestly, I know a lot of these behind the scenes people. We are in such good shape, and I am so blessed to have learned from so many of them. And I do this because I love it. I don't do it for notoriety. I don't do it for fame. That's just not me. I don't care. I have no ego to bruise. I've told you all this many times. I just want to keep people safe. This seems to come naturally to me. So, tomorrow, we will know much more tonight, but tomorrow, be ready. Central Indiana South, especially in this area right here. Okay? I will talk to you later. If I think it's getting much worse, I will come back with another video. Take care, everyone.